Hey there guys, welcome back to another Monster Super League episode. It's your boy Odin, and today I'm going to be doing another Astromon review, and we're going to be taking a look at the Leos, whose time of the month has come with their Super Festival. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is also super evolving my Light Leo. He is going to be my first super evolution of the Leos. And then we're actually going to try him out in arenas in another showcase that will be on the next video. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the fire one. The fire one is really good. He is an attacker type. He comes in with 27,660 HP, 3,480 attack, 2280 defense, and 1,640 recovery. All in all, he has really good stats for a Nat 4, pretty high attack if you compare him with Nat 5s. And he comes in pretty much very handy in like places like CBC or in the Challengers Arena. You can actually put him as a hidden mon if you want to do some decent damage. Since a lot of people nowadays are using light mons or dark mons, you know, he's going to do a pretty decent amount of damage as the hidden mon. The 3-star skill is Hunter, which increases critical hit damage by 50%, and that goes along well with the 5-star skill, which is the same exact Hunter skill, increases critical hit damage by 50%. Which means that with that 3480 attack, he's going to be doing a really decent amount of damage. The way that I would build the Light Leo is probably going to be something like attack crit damage, as long as you can get him to at least 70 to 80% chance to crit with those gem sets. He's going to be really good. The preferred gem set for him is going to be the Ruin set, but you know, it can vary. If you're missing out on that critical hit damage, or if you're missing out on that critical hit rate, you know, you're more than likely going to be using the Intuition set with just attack crit rate, or crit damage. You could also put him on attack crit rate, but it's going to depend on where you are with your gems. Obviously, you know, having 2 attack gems on him plus that 3480 plus a pretty good amount of crit rate, you're going to be doing some pretty nasty damage there, especially as a hidden monster, like I said in CVC. His leader skill is also really good. It's Grace of Life, increases allies' HP by 30 to 35%, which, as you guys know, it is not restricted to any particular event or zone. It's going to be across the entire game, so you can use him as a leader skill in like places like, let's say, the Light Colossus or the Dark Colossus. Combined with the Hunter skill, it's going to be pretty good. He's going to do a decent amount of damage. Would I actually use him in Colossus though? Probably not, mainly because there are other better Courageous Strikers like the Fire Shinobi that I would prefer to bring in there. As you guys know, Courageous Strike is going to be the move that does the most damage in that event, unless you have a 100% chance to crit, and also like let's say a you know, 150% crit damage gem set on him. So that's pretty much it for the Fire Leo. Really good in Arena, really good in CVC, really good in Challengers Arena. He's really good for the story mode for farming if you're just, you know, looking to get through the stories pretty quickly just to farm Super Evolution Stones. He's a fairly good mon to build. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the water one next. Let's see. Where is he? He's going to be all the way down at the bottom. The water one actually has seen a little bit of spotlight lately in the arenas, especially as a defensive mon. The Water Leo is a tank type. He comes in with 36,900 HP, so not the greatest amount of HP, but pretty high up there. The attack is 2364, defense is 1813, and recovery is 1922. So for a tank type being a Nat 4, he's alright, he's pretty good. The reason why he's been seen a lot lately in the arenas is because of the update to the Fearless Taunt, which reduces damage received by 50% for 1 turn and grants an 80% chance to draw the enemy's attention for 1 turn. So that's basically a really good way to counteract your enemy's active skill, and it also makes sure that you survive the incoming attack on the next turn, which basically guarantees you to survive for at least 2 turns in that particular mode. Granted, it's not a Fire Draka and he's ignoring all of your defense, but all in all, a really good type to have because he is a water type. Really good defense against the Fire Draka. The 5-star skill is Stun, and it grants a 60% chance to stun the enemy for 1 turn. And this is an attack all active skill, which means that it's going to be 60% chance against all enemies that he is doing the damage to. So it's not restricted to, let's say, just one monster like the Water Shura. So this is actually a really good skill to have in a 5-star skill. It is only 1 turn, kind of like the Fire Valk, but I have noticed that it does go off often. So definitely a good monster to build as you're if you're looking for more defensive type mons for like the Challengers Arena, really good monster to have. Again, the Grace of Life skill is usable in the arenas as well, so definitely a good monster to build for a defensive arena team. He's not going to be high up there in the end game type of defenders, but he is a really good choice if you're looking for a good water resistant mon to counteract some of the fire Drakas if you're just getting, you know, trolled left and right by fire Draka. Which is basically everybody still. Granted, the Light Griffin is really good with the resistance down now. You know, it's going to be tough to say whether or not he's, you know, the new MVP of the Challengers Arena. Personally, I think that the Fire Drakka still has a little bit more utility, but the Light Griffin is really a OP'd monster right now for the arenas. So if you're going up against the Light Griffin, this Water Leo might not survive that long just because of that, you know, 100% chance to resistance down. But all in all, a really good monster to build, again, if you're just looking for another monster to host in on your water team. Plus, his variant looks really good, especially if you super evolve him. He does look pretty nice with that little, you know, blue, so not too bad. Alright, so moving on to the Wood one, and the Wood one is going to be mainly a debuffer, and he can be very useful in places like Arena as well as Titans. I will go ahead and talk about him here in a second and how you can kind of use him in Titans, because you kind of have to build him a certain way, but he is a really good monster to use for Titans as well, especially for the Water Titan. So the Leon is a defender type with 30,000 HP, 2360 attack, 3139 defense, and 1880 recovery. So for defense, he's okay. He's not too bad, especially the fact that he's a defender. I wish it was a little bit higher, maybe like 3300 or so like that. That would make him a little bit more fair. But he does make up for it with a little bit higher HP for a defender. His 3-star skill is defense down, and it's a 60% chance to reduce the enemy's defense for 2 turns. So again, this is kind of the reason why you might want to use him in your Titans team if you're a beginner. And also the 5-star skill, attack down, grants a 60% chance to reduce the enemy's attack for 2 turns. So he is a really good option for Titans if you don't have any Astromon that are doing defense down and attack down. And as you guys know, these two well, debuffs in general are very much needed in Titans, especially as you get on later on in the end game. The problem with this particular set, though, is that it's only 60% chance. You want it to be higher, particularly for this Leo. You want to skill book him all the way to the max, so he has 80% chance for both the 3-star skill and the 5-star skill. So definitely something to consider, but he is a really good choice to have. Let's say if you build a variant one of him, if you manage to pull a variant, a really good substitution leader for the Water Titan. And he can also be used in the Light Titan as well as the Dark Titan. So, you know, you guys can build him anyway. The way that I would build him is mainly Conviction set with HP defense. You could also do HP defense, but Conviction set is going to be one of the main types that you want to have him on, is if you're going to use him on the Titans. But if you're going to use him in the Challengers Arena, you actually want to put a little bit of crit on him. So I would do something like HP, or if you can, get 2 defense, and a crit gem in there, just because it'll allow him to do a little bit more damage. But if you're looking for more tankiness over anything else, you could do, like I said, just HP defense or triple HP. Just make sure that you have really high resist substats on those gems, or some crit substats. But he is going to be pretty good in Arena and in Challengers Arena again. The leader skill, like I said, is definitely a good one to have, especially because if you don't have an attack lead, the HP lead is a great choice to have, at least for a defensive type team. So nothing too crazy there. And that's basically it for the Wood one. He can also be used in the story, but he's not really that great. There are other monsters that you want to use, and he's really not that much useful anywhere else aside the Titans and the arena. But he does excel at the Titans, and he does excel in the arena. A lot of people get him to Super Evo because he can, the super attack there, the 5-star skill, the attack down is really good to have on a defensive team. And as if you guys know, if once you go Super Evo, it makes it basically the requirement to get your active skill becomes a little bit cut in half. Basically, it's about like 70. Usually, you need, let's say, 100 SP orbs to get him to do his active skill. With the Super Evolution, you only, let's say, would need about 75 instead of 100. So they actually reduce the amount of SP that you need in order to get your active skill off once you go to Super Evolution. So that's basically why he is really good in Arena, the attack down there. Alright, so that's it for the wood one. We'll move on to the light one. And the light one is arguably the best one. I think that he's the best one, and that's the reason why I'm going to Super Evolution him. The white Leo is an attacker type, and he comes in with 27,300 HP, 3139 attack, 2261 defense, and 2118 recovery. I wish that he actually had a little bit more attack, kind of like the Fire Leo. If he had 3400, it would be amazing. I want it to be higher, but you can't always get what you want. He is a morale boost on the 3-star skill, grants a 100% chance to restore 50% of own SP when attacking. And here's the kicker, 5-star skill, stun, grants a 50% chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns. That is extremely useful in Arena and in Challengers Arena. Particularly nowadays because there are so many ways that you can get basically blindsided by the hidden monster. So if you put him as a hidden monster, he's just going to do some serious damage on your attacking team. So if you put him on a defense team and you put him in a hidden mon, that's really OP. He's kind of like the light Yuki, where she would just shock for 2 turns. But he can basically keep spamming that, especially if you put him on something like a Siphon Gem. If you put him on a Siphon Gem set, he's going to basically just be spamming that stun, which basically guarantees you to basically kill your enemy, whoever's attacking you. And again, the leader skill, really, really useful. I'm planning on building 2 of them, and I actually have 2 Light Leos. And no, I didn't buy the packs. I actually just happened to pull them from the 3-star eggs, the light and dark eggs. I'll pull up that thing there in a second so you guys can actually see I didn't buy the My Leos. The way that I do it in order to pull the light and dark monsters, guys, the way that I found out you get most lucky with is actually pulling 10 eggs at a time. When you pull 10 eggs at a time, you think about it, it may seem like your chances are not that high, but I've noticed I get light and dark monsters that way. Sometimes I'll open 1 egg. And then usually that 1 egg will give me nothing, and then I'll do the 10, and then I'll usually end up getting 1 or 2 light or darks out of that whole set. So just something to keep in mind if you guys just opening up single eggs, maybe not the greatest of luck, but if you do 10 in a row, I guarantee you'll get at least 1 or 2 every like 20. So just something to keep in mind. But the Light Leos are really, really good. I definitely am going to be using him in Arena a lot, and so I'm going to showcase him here in a little bit since that is the active skill week, and so I'm going to use him as a leader as well. But that will be on the next video, so keep an eye out on the channel for the next video to come on the Leo showcase. But all in all, that 3-star and the 5-star skill combination make him completely powerful, especially with him being an attacker type. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. The guy's he's definitely a stomper in the arena and in CVC. CVC, he's really good on defense as well. You can actually use him as an attacker in one of your main groups too, because he can basically go back and forth with that the stun and the morale boost. So really good monster to pick. I did pull a Dark Leo 2 months ago. I haven't gotten him to Evo 3 because I've been rebirthing my Leos to the gods, the 433 gods, so I can get some more gems. But he is next on the list here. So the water one is an attacker type again with 28,940 HP, 3,600 attack, defense is 2,000, and recovery is 2,000. So his stat spread is actually really, really good, and his skills are actually like, what the hell happened? I don't know what 433 was thinking, but they gave him attack down, 100% chance for 2 turns, but that can be resisted, especially in arena, and that's basically where you're going to be using him. The 5-star skill is silence, 60% chance to silence the enemy for 2 turns. Again, not a really good combination here, and it's kind of sad because a lot of people will actually sleep on the Leo because he just has that really crappy 3-star skill. I mean, granted, it's really good once it goes off, but nowadays almost every single team out there is going to have such high resistance that it basically doesn't matter. He's just going to get resisted all the time. You put your monsters on an attacker team, let's say on conviction sets, and you go against the Dark Leo, you're just basically going to murder him, and he's going to hit you, and that attack down is basically, you're just going to resist it. So not that great. For an attacker type, on an attacking team, like if you wanted to use him in your attack team, I wouldn't really recommend him either. He's not going to dish out that much damage unless you have him, like, let's say on a Ruin set with maybe like attack crit damage, but that will make him basically a glass cannon, and he's not going to be hitting that hard because his skills just, they suck. If it was Hunter, for example, that would be insane, especially with 3,600 attack. Or even like, let's say, I personally would love to see one of the Leos get like Courageous Strike, and I would love it if it was the dark one, because we don't have any like dark Courageous Strikers. And he would be a really good monster to have. Plus, his Super Evo looks really cool, especially for the dark and the light ones. So either one of those would be great if they could get a Courageous Strike, But it's a boy's dream to get Courageous Strike on an actual useful mon, like a dark type. The only god left in this entire game is going to be the Dark Indra, and the chances of pulling a light and dark are slim to none, and getting a Dark Indra is just, good luck, guys. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. So anyways, that's my review for the Leos. The fire one is really good. Oh, let's go ahead and rank them real quick. So the Leos, again, the way that I would rank them is going to be the light one first, just because he is ridiculously OP'd in both the arena and story mode and CVC and Challengers Arena. Yeah, I mean, basically the only place you can't really get most or a lot of use out of him is going to be in the Colossus dungeons. But he can even be used in the Starstone dungeon, believe it or not. So, something to keep in mind. But he's really good. So I would put him first on the top of the list here. And then I would go with the fire type if you're looking for damage. And then followed by the wood type if you're looking for titans. Then the water type if you're looking for arena, and the dark type if you're just got nothing else left to build out of the other four. Sadly, I'm sorry guys, I'm sad to say that, but really the dark type is, in my opinion, not really good. I would honestly build the water one before I put the dark one, so the dark one's going to be on the last for me. I know the attack down is a really good skill to have. You can use him in Titans as well, but that 5-star skill, it just leaves him useless. It's just not a very good combination. Up to you guys if you want to build him. Don't let me tell you how to play your game. You like a monster, you want to use him in a specific place, just use him. It's up to you guys. I'm just here letting you guys know like where I think they would go best and how I think I would rank them. So don't take my word as gospel. You make your own decisions. If you like a specific mon and you want to use them somewhere, go ahead and do it, guys. It's all you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and basically Super Evil my Light Leo. And we're going to get to him here. And I do have a variant version of him. And I'm not going to go with the Kingsblade Leon. I'm going to do the Leonor. So let's go ahead and start it. And all you got to do is just press and hold for 5 seconds. I really wish they would have made this like a little bit more fun. But literally all you're doing is holding the button. And that's it. Alright, cool. So I'm going to go have some fun with this Leo. Let's go see if I can check him out in my box. Oh, before you guys say that, oh yeah, he bought the Leo. No, I didn't. Here's both of the packages. I happened to get them. Let's see. Like I said, if you guys open up 10 light and dark eggs at a time, you'll get super lucky. I haven't really spent any money on this game, like any crazy amount of money or anything like that. Like I bought like a couple packs when I first started playing, like the like the hero selection card, which was like $3, and then the other one, which was like $5, and that was it. But anyway, so I'm gonna put him on a SP gem set here, SP drain 40%, because I just want to keep nuking. I'm gonna put him as a hidden mon, and I'm just gonna keep on nuking my attacker basically. So this is actually gonna work out really well. So I put him on an HP with defense, crit rate, and attack. I'm gonna have to switch these out and put a little bit more resistance. But for the time being, I figured I would at least try him out with this set. But I will change him out probably for my video. I do have some better gems. So that's it, guys. Pretty much just going to build him HP defense, at least for now, and then I'll try him out in the next video. And here's my other Leo too that I pulled, which I also haven't done anything to. I haven't even skill booked this guy. Oh, no, I did. I did a little bit. But anyways, guys, so that's my Leo reviews. I will catch you guys on the next video. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you think is the best and which one you like the most. Did you get the Super Evo yours this turn around? Let me know. I'll catch you guys on the next review and next showcase. Take it easy, guys.